What's going on YouTube? Dave back again. If you remember correctly, I did a video a few weeks ago on the best spinner on Amazon. Well, guess what? Now there's a black edition. Roll the intro. What is going on, everybody? This is Dave back again. I hope everybody's been having a great week so far and had a great first day of summer. Welcome to summer. Also welcome to 8,000 degrees. As you know, I am super stoked because I ended up getting this in, and we have up in the corner here, we'll just keep this little guy going. This has been my favorite all-time Amazon spinner for several weeks, and even in May's review, it still topped #1. Well, today we're taking a look at the Infinite Spin from Vertical Vitality. And before we get into it, let me say, I've been asked several times on this video over here, other sellers on it for, well, hey, I got it for $14, I got it for $9, and then several weeks later when it arrives, they're complaining because it's floppy, it doesn't give the same performance and everything. I will only put links down and recommend items that I have actually had in my hand. Getting that out of the way, let's take a look at the spinner. As you can see, they changed their labeling a little bit. Before, it used to be just in a regular tin with the clear top on there. They actually upgraded the tin. They actually have their logo on here, which I think is super cool. Getting the lid off, you're presented by the Black Edition. Now, they don't actually list it as the Black Edition, but I'm calling it the Black Edition because everything looks great in black. And hey, if you got it in gold, you might as well have it in black. That way you can accessorize with whatever you've got. Getting it out of the tin comes in your standard foam holder. It actually was holding it very well. Did not come loose during shipping, so good job on that. Definitely stay tuned until the end of the video to find out how to win one of these guys, as I'm giving one away courtesy of Vertical Vitality. Thanks, guys. Now, altogether, they've made some revisions on this, and some of them I am very happy to see. A few of them we are going to look at up close and compare the two. Now, I did a spin time out of here, and I actually broke the spin time over this. One of the things that they ended up changing is, I believe, on the original version that I reviewed, that they had a stainless steel bearing R188 in there, where now they have a hybrid ceramic in this one. And it actually gets a better spin time. And look at me playing with the Warpy. So it is much quieter than it was, and it's actually a lot smoother. They did do some changes on the spinner itself to brand it for themselves, as you can see right there, and we'll take a look at that when we get up close. But as usual, this is an aluminum body with the metal weights in the end. It is very comfortable, still same build. Couple people asked when I put up the warp video the other day of, well, I like it, but I'm concerned with paint rubbing off. Well, I've been carrying this on me for a couple days now, and I haven't had any issues. Actually, even on that one there, I haven't had any issues with it, other than the one time that I dropped it and there's just a little ding on one of the arms. That's it. No scratches and no issues like that. So without further ado, let's jump down close on the table, take a look and see what the differences are, and does this top this one, and still #1 on my list. All right, boys and girls, here we are all up and close. Here we go, get you some shiny on there. I actually think that this does better when I was playing with it making warp video, especially in different lighting, because the body is black, so depending on what your background is, and then getting the reflection off of these discs on the end can get you some trippy effects. Now, one of the things that they did to separate them from the cloners out there is they actually have it branded Infinite Spin on the arm there. So if you buy one and it is not branded like that, either you got an original version of this, which is doubtful because now they're all that way, or you just got a copy of this one, and I cannot vouch for those, unfortunately. So taking a look at, you can see there is a nice texture. It's not perfectly smooth, and that is just the coating. It almost feels like a Cerakoting. I'm not sure if it is or not. It could just be a paint coating, but it gives a nice feedback. It is a nice texture that's on there. Of course, these are going to be fingerprint magnets, especially if your hands are oily. So let's tear this apart and take a look at the guts. Button 1, button 2, and there we are, greeted with the pretty much standard now bearing lock system. Now they have changed this a little bit from the original one that I got weeks ago. Getting the locking retention ring out, popping out the bearing, taking a look inside. You can actually see that the durability of the paint just from that being screwed in and out a couple of times so I could take a look at it has actually held up very well. So I think that's kind of a testament of how it's going to hold up in hand. Here is your 10-ball R188 hybrid bearing. Now let's take apart the original and compare the differences. Button 1, button 2, and retention ring. Now as you can see, they slimmed down the retention ring. They got rid of this lip that's on there, and I'm not sure if that was causing problems. It seems to be quieter and seems to fit a little bit better. And I think they kind of did it because people were having issues getting the bearing out of this retention ring. Though I just take a pin or something and push it out this way, but you never know. Some people may have been having issues with that, where this hasn't had an issue. It could also have been to cut down on the weight. Getting this back together, bearing, retention ring, button 1, button 2, spin. For those wanting to know the weight, we've got 2.05 ounces or 58.1 grams. Now, hopefully there's been a spin time video up in the corner over there. I believe I got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds out of this. And you know what? That's actually only going to end up continuing to get better over time. I haven't even cleaned this bearing yet. Once it's clean and everything, I'm sure I can probably break 6 minutes easy, probably push 7, and once it's completely broken, maybe even 8 altogether. So ultimately, does this still rank number 1 in my book? Yeah. Actually, I am preferring the feel of this one over that one. Now real quick, let me show you the differences in sound. This is the original with the full metal bearings that are in here. And now the new one with the hybrid ceramics in here. You notice it's so much more quiet. So as usual, there will be links down in the description along with the code to save. I think it's 15%. The code is SPINSAVE. I want to thank Infinite Spin for letting me use that code for the new one. So I would definitely still recommend this fully in my book as being one of the best that I have ever gotten off of Amazon. I can only recommend it from the seller, Vertical Vitality. If the seller is not that person, I cannot vouch for them, and I cannot vouch for what you're going to end up getting in your package and the quality. If you guys ever have any questions or anything, make sure and leave them down in the description below, or email me at Dave's World Reviews, and I will be more than happy to try and help you out. I actually have another one that they came up with on the way. I ordered it about 15 minutes ago, and it should be here on Friday, so I'll spend a couple days with it. And I may end up cranking out a bunch of videos this weekend because, well, I have a lot of spinners and I want to get them off of my desk. Some of them are going to be given away in contest, and some of them are just going to go into the giant pile for the 10,000K. Oh, did I mention there's going to be a giveaway for one of these? That's right. Down below, there'll be a GLEAM.io link with all the information and everything to be able to win one of these. I am actually going to run this contest until July 4th. I think I'm going to run a bunch of contests between now, and I will do all the drawings on July 4th to make it a great celebration for everybody. I may do a live drawing and live feed because I don't plan on going anywhere like I usually do every year. I want to thank everybody for their support. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing right up there. If you want to check out one of my other videos, click right there or right there. As usual, YouTube, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a spinner, baby.